Hi everybody, it's Maggie here. I'm going to show you some different things that you can do with Lindy's mist. I know everybody's all excited that we're carrying that in the store now. I sure am. So I want to show you something different from our typical misting. Lindy's also makes a dabber cap that goes on their sprayers. You can see this one here is kind of fuzzy and this one's smooth. This one's called Old Baldy and I don't remember what this one's called. They allow you to use these more like a paint, and I really like that because I don't like to waste my mist. So we're going to make some flowers first, and I am using Alpine Ice Rose. I've got one done here already, and it's in that semi-dry stage, which is the perfect stage for shaping. If I can, oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm really prepared here. Can't find anything. Okay then. So the way I make flowers one way. I don't get into the fancy-dancy flowers like Tammy does. Tammy makes the most gorgeous flowers. I have not got the patience for that. So I take your basic flower. This is a Tim Holtz Sizzix cut. This might be the mini flower, not sure. Anyway, I take it and grab it with my tweezers like so and give it a twist. And I do that to all my petals. Okay, that's what it looks like when it's done. The way the light's shining on it, making it look striped, but it's not really. Then you can air dry that or dry it with your heat gun. I use my heat gun, but I'm not going to do that because it makes too much noise. Okay, so let's use our lindys. Okay, first thing I do with these kind of flowers is I cut them so I have a little bit more petal. That makes them twist nicer without ripping. Okay, see what we got here? Okay, simply give your mist a little shake, turn it upside down, and blot. No muss, no fuss. I like this. I don't think it uses nearly as much mist, and it certainly doesn't make as much mess. Believe me, when I start misting, I get it on the walls and my clothes and my pictures, and you know, I just don't like that. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of like Alda. I just don't like to make a big mess like that. Okay, see, that's all there is to it. And can you see there's no mess? So now I'll just let that dry for a minute while I color some more. Where's that other one? Okay, this is the Baldy. And this color is Cosmopolitan Pink, which is a really nice pink for graphic 45 paper I'm finding. But now this is a much paler color, so you don't get nearly as much on your flower, but that's all right. And it also, this is the Old Baldy top, whereas the other one was the fuzzy, and you can see it comes out a lot heavier. Can you see how much is on my flower? So I'm just going to turn it over and kind of mush it around a little bit. Still, I'm not making a big mess. I like that. I don't like to make a big mess. Okay, I'm even going to stick my finger in there. I don't like to do that either, but all in the name of scrapbooking, right? We'll do anything. Okay. Oops, there's a dog hair. Wonder where that came from. Okay. So that's what that's all about. Now let's go back and shape this one. I really love Lindy's Mist. Their colors are so pretty and so vibrant. I'm so excited that Alda's carrying them in the store now. Just want to talk for a minute about how I mix my mist when they come in. I didn't learn this from Lindy's, so it may or may not be what they recommend, but what I do, I fill the bottle partway with water first, hot water. And then I give it a good shake, and lately I've taken to sticking the end of a paintbrush in there and getting it stirred up. You've got to get all of that dry powder moistened. Don't try to spray it until all of that powder is emulsified, I think is the proper word if we want to get real scientific here. Otherwise, what's going to happen is the sprayer is going to suck up that dry powder, and that's it. It's going to be stuck. So if you do that, you can always take your, let's see, let me get one out. Okay, here we have a tube. Okay, you can take this off, and you can blow through it, stick something through it to dislodge the dried powder. If you've sucked some up into here, yeah, it gets a little more fussy, but I usually take all of this whole thing to the sink. I soak it. I'll take this part and stick this down into the water and do like this and like this and like this. And most of the time I get it unlodged. I did have one that I couldn't get unlodged, but fortunately Lindy's is just great. They will give you a new sprayer. All you have to do is ask. And Alda has some extra sprayers, so let her know if you're having a problem. The other thing that I also discovered, I had one that didn't want to work, and I cut just the tip off, maybe 1/4 of an inch, and you know what? It works so much better. So I just thought the tube was just a little bit too long. So anyway, those are my hints. So once you get the powder completely emulsified, then finish filling it up, give it another good shake, and it should work. But if you've got dry powder in that bottle getting sucked up, you're in trouble. It's not going to work anymore. Okay, so there we've got nice flour. Now I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to dry it just 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So now my flours are dry and I'm going to put them together. I use hot glue most of the time just because it's quick and easy. I especially like it for making flowers. And I don't know if you've ever done this, but if you glue something with hot glue and you don't like it, if you're careful, you can reheat the glue and pull it apart. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. So I just, I always glue before I should. Shame on me. Okay, so I'm putting this little flour together. Can you see? I made a little center. I'll put that in there. Oh, too much glue. Oh well. I've got this one. Put that down in there. Try to keep the leaves offset. Okay, so there's what we've got so far. We're getting a terrible glare. Oh, I think that might be better. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, that's even better. Okay, so there we go. Nice pretty flower. Okay, let's let that dry. Now let's do something else with Lindy's. Okay, lace. I love lace. I buy a lot of white lace. Why? Because you can make white lace any color you want it to be. This is another one of my favorite colors of Lindy's. This is called Tibetan Poppy Teal, and it's just a really pretty blue color. And this has got a Baldy's top on it. Okay, sorry for the interruption. My husband just stuck his head in the door and was wondering who I was talking to. I told him to go away. I was talking to myself. He thinks I'm crazy. Oh well. Okay, so see how great this is for dyeing ribbon or lace or whatever? Just dab it on, spray and spray and spray. This way you get your saturation pretty quick without getting spray all over you, all over everything, and in the process wasting a lot of mist. I hate to waste things, especially my scrapbook supplies. We spend our hard-earned money on this good stuff. Okay, see? And you can saturate it as much or as little as you want. And I could do the back, but I really don't need to because the front is all nice and blue. It's so nice and pretty. And, wow. See how easy that is? And see how there's nothing left. It all goes on the lace. So we're going to set that aside to dry. Now, you all know, you've all seen me use this leaf. This is one of my most favorite things in the whole world. This is a Stampendous, what am I talking about? This is a Heartfelt Creations dye, and it's made by, oh shoot, Spellbinders. Yeah, Spellbinders manufactured the die cut, or the dye, for Heartfelt Creations. And I think it was a limited edition, so I don't even know if it's still available. But it's called Bella Rose. So if you're interested in acquiring this, do a search for it. I just think it's so pretty. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut this out of some cardstock. And it's kind of a bluish green. But it's flat, it's all one color. So I want to put some mist to it and make it look more like a real one. So my favorite leaf colors are Gator Gumbo Olive and Ponderosa Pine Olive. And so I've got the dabber tops on this. This is a hairy one. And I'm just going to dabble got to turn the lights on. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, just dab it on. So what I'm going for here, don't know if I'll get it, but is I'm trying to turn the blue a little bit more green, but still preserving some of the blue color, because where I'm planning to use this, a more blue leaf is going to blend better. But that's where we're at so far. You see? Okay. That color I was using was Ponderosa Pine Olive. Now I'm going to get out my, what is this called? This is Gator Gumbo Olive. This is probably my very favorite one. And I'm not saturating real heavily because, like I said, I still want some blue to show through. And, you know, if you want the color to be even, you can get a paintbrush out and spread a little bit. Just kind of depends on what effect you want. Now, I'm going to try this. We'll see. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to take this same Tibetan Poppy Teal and just do a little highlighting on the tips of the leaves. Just for some effect. And I think I'm going to get really bold and add just a tidget of pink. It's not really showing through real much, but that's okay. Poor Chena. Nika's taken up the whole bed, so poor Chena's having to lay on the cold, hard floor. Poor puppy dog. Okay. Can you see that now? So it's nice and pretty. It's dappled. It's got just a nice colored effect. Let me put a piece of white paper behind it so you can see. White paper, where are you? Here we go. White paper. Let me turn that off. Okay. Okay, so then before I dry it, I'm going to take my tweezers and bend my leaves, give them a little dimension, because leaves are not flat. Most leaves have a vein in the middle, and they tend to curl around that vein, or bend, whatever. Okay, whoops. So yeah, you can see once it gets saturated, or once your vine gets all wet, of course it gets a little on the fragile side, but that's okay. Okay, plug your ears. I always dry front and back. Okay, so you get the idea. All right, now, another thing you can do with lindys when you're feeling wild and crazy, and this works better with the old baldy cap. Yeah. I'm going to make some splats. Splat. Cool, huh? The higher you drop it, the bigger the splats. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, I'm afraid to drop it too high. I'm afraid I'll get my camera all painted. But anyway, fun way to make splats. Now, baldy, let's try a baldy. I mean, not baldy, but hairy. We got hairy and baldy here. Okay, this is hairy. I don't think hairy splats too good. Well, he did a little bit. Oh yeah, Harry's doing good, but it doesn't always, because you know, so you just have to play, practice. Okay, that's those are some of the things that you can do with baldy, with the baldy and the hairy caps. Alda has these in the store. I know she's got the baldies. I don't know if she's got the hairies, but honestly, I think most people like the baldies better anyway, so that's okay. To be honest with you, I use these with caps more than I do as sprayers. I don't know. I'm not the best miss sprayer, but I really love dabbling. I'm a dabber. So, let's see. How did our flower turn out? Flower looks good. We just need to give it a little center. And our leaf is pretty, and our lace is pretty. So now I'm going to go, and I'm working on an art journal page, and I hope to use these things. So I will be back with you later. See ya. Bye.